I'm doing the intro, which is why it was so horrible. Welcome back to regularly scheduled hostilities. I'm the less charismatic co-host that's doing the intro today. But we do have a very special guest today. We have an actual wrestler that's won actual championships.
Real ones in the ring.
Real ones in the ring.
In the ring, he beats up people in public, like wherever they deserve it.
I mean, they're paid to do it. I mean, it's
Right.
Now look, this is Jason Dugan. He's not the rapid fire champion anymore. He already gave me shit for it. Now look, there's a reason, Jason, because look, I've had this. I was talking to him about it the other day. Where's my banner? 884 days.
Oh.
I'm about to retire this shit. Nobody can take like I'm the most dominant champion in professional wrestling. Like Roman Reigns won't even talk, won't respond to me.
He's
So-
in his head. He says this, but
He's the two. I'm the one. But
whatever.
just saying.
We're not acknowledging.
But anyways, thank you for coming on to the show. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, man. It's always a pleasure to be on the show. It's been what, like a year and a half? Almost
Been a
2
while.
years?
it's been a minute. I think we were still like
So what
mid-COVID.
You're champion now. What champion are you right now? It's hard to keep up with. Every time I see you, you're carrying a new damn belt around.
I got a lot of belts, but the most recent belt was the ESW Heavyweight Championship. So ARW, Atomic Revolution Wrestling, is having a rivalry with another promotion. So at the last show, I was challenging for the Atomic Heavyweight Championship against West Briscoe. And then ECW's Tony DeVito, I don't know if you guys remember him.
Oh yeah,
He came out with the ESW promoter, and I guess he was going to challenge for the heavyweight championship as well. He was a guaranteed title match, and then the promoter was like, "Well, we'll give you a title match against Ryzen for our ESW heavyweight championship." So I ended up doing the triple threat with Ryzen and Jerry Swirls, and Jerry took the pin, and now I got the ESW heavyweight title, and I made it the ESW ARW heavyweight championship now.
So basically, you go to other people's promotions and take their belts.
Yeah,
I like it.
Like
I do too. Way to do it.
Unlike the stuff we see on TV, you go through the forbidden door and actually go over other companies' talent.
yeah, and shit on them and leave.
That's
There
fair.
you go.
That's fair enough.
I like it.
What was it? Walk in, shit on them, leave. That's a T-shirt.
That's a T-shirt.
Just so
right
you
there.
know. I mean, even WWE's going back to TV 14, so I think you're allowed to use the word shit on their shows now too.
Yeah, that's fine.
I use shit all the time.
Well, look, you used to like get blurred out and Vince would be in your headset like, don't fucking say that. But now they don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's a different territory over there. I pretty much know how it is over there.
I do want to ask you, with that change. I mean, it's a huge change. I know the week that Vince stepped down for whatever reason. I mean, Vince leaving WWE is like a huge, huge thing. I think last time we talked to you, you said you really didn't have any interest in leaving ARW. You're pretty happy where it is. Is the fact that Triple H is running WWE and like creative freedom is, if you've watched Raw Monday with like Drew and KO, you kind of saw that they have creative freedom again with promos and everything. Does that increase your interest at all that Triple H is in charge, or are you still just really happy with where you're at?
I'm happy where I'm at. I mean, I'm always interested in doing other things. I love WWE for what it was back in the day. I don't really care for it now. I have a lot of friends that are there, and I know I'm personally good friends with the head writer over there. So I already know the behind the scenes stuff and the politics that go behind with WWE.
But if they called you and they're like, listen, Triple H calls you and he's like, hey, Jason, you got 10 minutes. You take that phone call, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
and
of
if
course.
Tony Khan calls you, you just decline, right?
No, I take that too.
No,
Absolutely.
I'm kidding.
So I'm not and this is probably going to get me in trouble, my thought process in this. So I don't really care about the dark concept.
We don't either.
Dark. I can tell you right now, I've never watched it, and I have good friends that do it. Dark is like a way to job out the Florida talent. Like they've jobbed out 95% of Florida talent. None of those guys, I mean, realistically, are getting contracts over there. You're just going there to lose. Once a big company sees you as a jobber or an enhancement talent, you're most likely never going to get a contract because you're an enhancement talent. I want you to think of guys like Ricochet, guys like The Miz, guys like that actually strive to make it to WWE, and you didn't see them doing any job matches prior getting a contract. No, I mean, they went out there, worked hard, they perfected their craft, and they got a contract. So I don't think like a worker. I think like a businessman can run a business.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you are your business.
I mean, yeah, I mean, it's a business.
Yep.
Like your body, the way you prepare, everything, that is your business.
Yeah, but in pro wrestling, they try to train you to think a certain way.
Sure.
So you got they'll sell you the whole pay your dues, which you should. You should pay your dues. I'm a big believer in paying your dues. It's just you got people that will try to take advantage of you into be a worker, and so they make you want they sell you a dream. Because let's be honest, wrestling is a dream seller.
Absolutely.
So and Moose, Moose told that to me himself. Selling dreams here, brother. Oh, thank you for being so honest.
All right. So here's a question for you. Talking about a jobber, that word I think it's kind of skewed a lot of times on social media, Facebook and Twitter. Everybody says, "Oh, this person's jobbing on Raw or Smackdown."
It's
or
like
whatever.
when Austin Theory cashed in at SummerSlam, or he attempted to, and Brock F5'd him. Like Twitter was like, Austin Theory just got buried. It's like, okay,
no,
people understand what that term means.
So
he didn't get buried.
Absolutely. So as a professional wrestler, like, explain to us and our audience who may not know what a jobber actually is in the business.
A jobber is somebody that comes in and puts over the next talent, makes the next talent look better. Jobber is not necessarily a bad thing. Believe it or not, back in the day, the jobbers were probably some of the best workers that could actually do the job and actually help the other guy advance. Because they're guys like questionable guys over the years, like Ultimate Warrior. Ultimate Warrior wasn't the greatest wrestler, but you would have enhancement talent, put him over to make him look like a beast.
Sure.
I mean, I've done enhancement talent matches over at MLW that make Hammerstone look good. When they were wanting to push Hammerstone to the heavyweight.
That makes sense. I said that's one of those words I think
it
drives me crazy. Yeah, like all these people, you get big names who are just like Finn Balor was being called a jobber there for a minute. It's like, dude, he's
between that and Barry. Like Barry's one too. It's like, oh my God, Brock just beat him in 18 seconds. He got Barry. It's like it's fucking Brock Lesnar. Like,
right. Exactly. It's Brock Lesnar. So like Austin Theory, who's a young kid, because I've known Austin for a while. So that's a guy that was like always in the gym at like 6 a.m. with AR5. And then my tag partner trained with Austin Theory and knows him personally. So he's a kid that actually worked hard, but is he WWE champion ready? Like, come on, no. I'm not gonna.
Not right now.
I had this discussion with my buddy Jimmy when SummerSlam was happening. He's like, bro, he's cashing this shit in. I was like, he's not fucking ready yet, right? Like, he's not like WWE champion, like. A champion of any company, like you're the face, like you're doing promotions with like huge companies outside the business. Like you got to be. Will he be a great champion? Yeah, I think he will. I think Theory's.
Oh, he will.
He's young as hell, dude. He's gonna be. I always tell Chuck, like him and Madcap Moss. I feel like you put one on Raw and one on SmackDown. There's your cornerstones for the next 15 years.
Oh yeah, exactly. Right now they're grooming you. They're literally grooming Theory. Why do you think he's working matches with AJ and Dolph Ziggler? They're basically the ring bearers of the business. If you can get past them and get a reaction and do good, you're ready for the next level. I mean, it's no different from John Cena wrestling Undertaker in 2003.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember, he had a championship match?
But I said it's like, slowly build this guy up. You have him teased. Then I would put him with Cena at WrestleMania. I mean, that feud's already like there, or Cena showed up and left. So, I mean, I assume Theory's going to be working with Cena. I'd put the briefcase versus the career. That way, Cena, he wins the briefcase, he can break Ric Flair's record. But if Theory wins, Cena's gone. I mean, Cena's not around anyway. So, like, if Theory puts Cena out, he's fucking ready for the world title scene. automatically
Oh.
by that win by itself. Then you take him after WrestleMania. See, I'd have Cody win the whole damn thing. And then the fans would love it because Cody finally gets his moment. Then you have Theory walk out there, cash in, and he's the biggest heel of professional wrestling right away. He just killed the boyhood dream that took him 20 years to accomplish. And you got a bona fide star right there.
Yeah.
Like you got a bucket to where like you can't rush shit. Like we were talking about the Fiend. Like the rumor is the Fiend's coming back. The Fiend's coming back. But what did they do with him the first time? He squashed Balor. And they threw him right in the championship picture because Vince couldn't help himself. It's like you probably should have never put him in the title picture.
No, they should have groomed it more.
But
Should've
yeah,
kept it closer.
he wins the race, which
Yeah.
is why I think Triple H being in charge is a lot better.
That's her business.
He's going to
Yep.
slowly build feuds more
He
than
will.
Sure.
let's just do a one-off,
Yeah, he will.
or let's bring in Goldberg.
Oh, God.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's tough. Don't do that.
All right, Yvonne, what did you want to ask him?
All right, so I got
So Yvonne covers pretty much all of our women's wrestling.
all the
because-
women's stuff, pretty much.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Sure,
So-
women's insider.
I try to be. So my question is the ARW women's division. What is there any women superstars that you think will be breakout stars or any that stand out to you in the business?
Well, our division is pretty top notch.
Uh-huh.
We have a top notch division. I mean, breakout star, I believe Destiny
Mhm.
would be a breakout star. She's outside of the whole crazy gimmick. She's a good amateur wrestler. Like she's a shoot wrestler. Right now, Renee Michelle is our women's champion. Pretty much see her everywhere.
Oh.
She was just recently on AEW last night. So she
Yeah,
does
she's
all the-
Yes, she
Drake,
was,
is that
yeah.
Drake Maverick's wife?
yeah.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Okay,
so
I remember I
did-
saw
yeah.
her back when Drake Maverick did that
I
24/7
remember-
stuff.
okay, I
She was,
remember-
I think, part of that.
I remember her. Yeah.
Yeah, so she's AEW Impact, whatever. Then we got Sue Young coming in, so Sue Young's already established, and then we have Leva Bates coming in. Oh, did we announce that yet? Shit. Nah, it's fine.
Well, we're live,
Yeah,
so
don't
I
feel
can't-
Oops.
Hey, look,
That's
don't
all right.
feel bad because NXT's finishing angle last night was Tyler Bate confronting Braun Breaker,
Yep.
and Tyler Bate winning the NXT. So the NXT UK Championship tournament hasn't even started yet,
Nope.
and he came out with the title last night, and they're like I forget which site posted on Twitter, but they're like, by the way, like I guess Tyler Bates winning that tournament hasn't even started yet. So like he's carrying the belt
Whoopsies.
around, and everybody's
Yeah.
like, so WWE, tell me why NXT last night says he hasn't wrestled since April.
Yeah.
And it's like, because the one dude that beat Walter for the belt, his name's slipping me, but he's injured. So they had to do a tournament. So like, don't feel bad because there's a champion walking around in WWE that on TV, he hasn't even won the fucking belt yet. Because
Yeah.
tapings haven't aired live. So
Yeah.
shit happens.
It does.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if we posted it. And I was like, wait, did we? And I started thinking, no, we didn't.
That's all right. Now you'll see on
That'll be
Twitter.
posted soon. Man.
Jason Dugan has backstage heat in ARW. The rumor mill will start.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people were excited already. Oh, she's coming back.
That's all.
Oh, wait. Oh, he just posted it now. Alex just posted it. Leva Bates. Oh, shit.
Exclusive live right here, Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
It just popped up on my drop down. Alex Rick posted. Leva Bates coming to ARW. Oh, shit.
Hilarious. Perfect timing. That's coincidental. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
No, shit. He probably saw that and was like, God damn it.
Guess we're posting it. In post.
We'll try to edit that out. Like,
No, you don't need to. It's over. You already posted it.
Live. We can't edit shit.
I'm gonna just do. Let me go to Twitter. Do hashtag ARW breaking news with Jason.
There you go.
There we go.
There you go.
So for you personally, so what? Like I said, I follow you on Facebook. I follow you on Twitter, but you're a lot more active on Facebook.
I see you on Facebook.
You tag
That's
us
where
and
I'm at.
stuff, so it makes it a lot easier to follow you. Upcoming in ARW for you, and just in general, anything. So what's going on with you personally in ARW, and what big shows do you guys have coming up? I know you guys had Dexter Loomis not too long ago,
Yeah.
and I think
Yeah.
scheduled for a show.
He was, but WWE stuff, you can't do it now.
Ah, that's a bummer.
That sucks.
That does.
Also,
Oh, hold on real quick.
Sure.
getting yelled at. For breaking that news out.
That's all right. Well, in the meantime, just guys, so be sure to follow Jason Dugan. He's on Facebook. He's on Twitter. ARW Wrestling. It's great shit. I've watched a couple of matches here and there. It's good stuff. So
Take you guys with me.
hell yeah.
But
Jason Dugan.
we have a lot of shows coming up. We got the October show, and that's gonna be a big show. I think we have. Do you remember Madman Pondo and Duke?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
GCW. They're coming in. Well, now you know Leva Bates is coming in. Oops.
Whoops.
Brad's probably like that motherfucker.
God damn it.
It's posted on Facebook. It got posted. That's good. That was before us.
Then we have man, we have so many stars that keep coming in. Oh wait, I can't tell you this. I know we didn't post to that.
Fair enough.
But we have a Ring of Honor guy coming in. He's a current champion.
Oh, that's cool.
Damn.
I have a couple of guesses who that might be, but I won't say it out loud.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's on how many champions, right?
Exactly.
Hold on. Are you guys hiring Vince McMahon and you're not going to tell us?
I mean, yeah, how many champions there are?
I
No,
only know of one, so I'm not going to say his name. I'm
no, we can't have Vince. We'll be in a scandal. No, I'm not ready for that.
Right.
I'm not ready for that.
No, I don't blame you.
Gotta hide your female star when he comes in.
Look,
Exactly.
I'm glad you brought up AEW Dark because, like, look, so AEW starts, okay? I watched all of it for like at least 7-8 months.
Sure,
Every
you did
fucking
more-
Wednesday,
much
dude,
longer than I
watched
did.
it. I got so sick of it, dude. Like, I can't stand it anymore. Like,
Yeah, it's
I can't take it. Like, you have MJF, okay? Whatever his real life shit going on with, if it's a work, they're doing it poorly because you don't take your biggest star off TV for fucking 6 months after he drops one of the best promos in the last 5 years.
oh wow. I see. I'm so out of touch. I didn't know. I knew about the promo. I thought the promo was great.
Dude, he hasn't been back on TV.
Haven't seen
They
him
haven't
since.
mentioned him.
Nope.
They pulled all his fucking merch off the
He's been
shop.
off. Yep.
And like nobody in AEW has been able to contact him, and they said he's ignoring Tony Khan's calls. So it's like,
So is it work? Is it
a
real?
work? If it's a work, then why the fuck are you waiting June, July, 3.5 months now? That you're.
Yeah.
I think he's a big star,
He is.
homegrown for sure.
He is.
Oh yeah. I thought he was gonna be a star when I met him back at MLW.
Yeah, I've seen him. That Alicia Atu chick, like she'd interview him, and he'd just like talk shit to her, and it's like reminiscent of like The Rock and Coach. Like he'd just say shit that made her feel wildly like pissed off, and then he'd be like, "Fuck you, I'm MJF," and he'd walk.
Alicia's one that's doing pretty good these days in MLW. I mean,
Dude, I've reached out to her. Like I've seen a lot of her stuff, but she don't respond. But I also ain't on her OnlyFans, so that might go together.
Yeah.
that could be it. I mean, you might have to hit Selena.
$20 a month is steep. We don't make shit off this podcast.
No,
We're broke.
no,
man.
Alicia's a sweet girl. I remember meeting her over at MLW and super sweet. So I'm actually glad she got that spot because they needed a new lead female after Selena left. For her reasons, which I know about. But she left for her reasons. It was no heat or anything, but she wanted to do more with her career. Possibly maybe WWE or something. So yeah, MLW needed a new lead female.
Is that what it is? Like with regards to like WWE specifically, because I just don't feel like AEW is up to that level
At all.
But like when you accomplish so much, like an ARW, is that what it is? It's like, all right, now I'm ready. I've accomplished all I can do. It's almost like NXT. Like you've won the NXT title, you've done this, this, and this. It's like now it's like, and obviously they give you that call. Is that when it's like, all right, it's time to fucking throw everything at WWE because it is the all end all still of wrestling.
Well, yeah, and that's how people feel. Like with me, I've been with ARW for a long time, so now I'm looking at other things. So now
You've held 37 titles since I've known you in this 1 year.
so I'm looking into public speaking. I'm looking into acting. So I got a couple of stuff lined up, outside of pro wrestling. So I want to do stuff outside of pro wrestling too. the pro wrestling thing burns me out.
Sure.
It keeps me to where I don't even want to post online anymore. So I'm like, oh, fuck this.
I get that. I mean,
Yeah.
it's physical and mental, man. You're out there all the time.
Yeah, and the traveling is just a
Yep.
pain in the ass, and then the politics is a pain in the ass. And then God forbid if you're a promoter, you're public enemy number one to the workers that don't get booked.
Makes sense. Yep.
So it's wrestling can be it's rewarding, but it's stressful. You have to really, really love this business to be able to do it.
That makes sense. Absolutely.
I was talking to Jason the other night, and like he brought up the words stressful and like a lot, and like those words is how I feel about Chuck, because like, I told Jason like we have this beef right now on the show.
It's not even beef.
No, it's beef. I'm
It's
pretty
beef.
fucking pissed off about it.
It's
So
beef.
It's
It
your
is-
beef, I
All right,
guess.
so-
Ain't my fucking problem.
Jason, our big storyline, if you will, is welcome to the show. Chuck don't know who the fuck Billie Eilish
You don't
is.
know who she is.
So
Nope.
I brought this up to Jason, and he's just like, "You guys are nuts." But
Yeah, we are.
you're aware of who Billie Eilish is, correct?
Man, you're gonna be so mad when I say no.
You don't either.
Yes.
That's why. So listen, you said the name, and I think I changed
This
the
is
topic.
Billie Eilish.
Oh, yeah, I know it.
No,
No, God damn it.
that looks like Lady Gaga.
That does not look like Lady Gaga.
That was Lady Gaga.
You see what I'm dealing with here? And
No.
we make
So
no money off it.
I know who she, but you got to remember, I don't listen to that genre of music.
Me neither. We're grown ups.
Yes, you do.
Well, not Lady Gaga.
You listen to Taylor Swift in the same fucking genre.
No.
Well,
It's
well,
music. Oh my god, I'm spitting shit.
She's a
right
superstar, bro.
yeah.
Just-
No, that Billy girl is actually pretty popular. I think they got her like music on like those video games, like Sing It and shit.
Yeah,
I
like
don't know.
she's made it and she's 20.
I play Hitman. I don't know.
You see this shit?
Then when you told me the name at first, I was like, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Well, damn it. My big lead in was you to be like, Chuck, you idiot. How do you not know? Then you're like, you're gonna fucking hate me, bro. I'm like the baby face of the show, but nobody's sympathetic for me at all.
Well, all fairness to him, she's 20, so that's why he was like,
No,
Yeah.
don't.
It'd be kind of creepy if I, like, that's a weird.
Well, I guess my next question of your favorite Billie Eilish songs out of the fucking question.
oh yeah, I don't have a.
So just in case, all 20.
You're gonna get more mad because, like, I can name a shitload of Taylor Swift songs.
Hell yeah.
I love
See?
Taylor Swift.
You know, like,
All right, here's the real question: do you like Juice WRLD?
I don't listen to anything that's new these days.
Juice
Man.
WRLD's not new.
he's kind of new.
He died like 3 years ago.
He didn't make it very long in the business. Yeah.
Don't talk shit.
I'm not
Juice
talking
WRLD.
shit, man.
He didn't fucking make it very far. All right, Jason, we're getting off.
Oh,
I can deal like Billie Eilish. Fucking Juice WRLD died, you son of a bitch.
I know one song, and it's with Eminem called Darkness.
It's called Godzilla.
Oh, shit. Close enough.
Oh wait, yeah, I do know that.
Oh my god.
That's all I know, because he was on the Eminem album. I like Eminem. So that's why I know
Jason, so
Juice
one
WRLD.
of these days, like we're gonna go viral, and it's gonna be called like crazy Billie Eilish obsessed fan has heart attack on wrestling podcast.
Hey,
It's gonna be his fucking fault.
hey, you know what this reminds me of? So I seen a YouTube video of like younger kids. Literally they're asking younger kids questions of like old like stars like from Disney or whatever from like the 2000s.
Sure.
And one kid, they're like they asked the kid who they showed him a picture of Lindsay Lohan, and they're like, "Who is this?" And he was like, "Hannah Montana."
That's pretty good.
That is good.
Yeah, that's fair. That'd be fun.
Oh, dude.
And then they showed like another picture. I think they showed Miley Cyrus, and the other one's like what, Hilary Duff.
That's close. That's ballparking it.
Close enough.
I dig it.
So I've made a breaking news announcement here. I'm not defending this until you listen to Billie Eilish.
Well, then, Yvonne, it's all yours.
No, I'm not defending it. I refuse to defend this at Clash of Champions because I don't defend my I don't defend my title outside the USA. I don't defend. I'm not losing my belt in the UK.
Are you that afraid of the UK people?
And you know, fucking Billie Eilish.
He's afraid of the UK people.
Jason, this ain't about us. I'll yell at him after you are off here. For you, we follow you, like I said, on everything. You got a lot of shit going for you.
Yep.
What who is your target right now? Like for you going forward, like who are your upcoming matches against? Where can the people that follow the show find this? I know me and my buddy Willie, I was telling him about like, hey, we're interviewing Jason Dugan. He's like, dude, I've heard of him. Fight TV, right? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, that motherfucker always has a different championship. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's the guy. And he was like, how the fuck do we watch him every week? And I was like, well, I'll ask him when we interview him in like a week. So what do you have going forward for you on ARW?
ARW right now, I'm still in a feud with Wes Briscoe for the title. So that hasn't been announced. So I should be working him. I mean, it's really up in the air, but I have a guaranteed rematch for the title. I lost the belt in a controversial loss. I should have never lost the belt, but I lost it. So I know I'm working Wes Briscoe, and then we have a big match coming up in November against, it's going to be the ARW Originals versus the ESW guys, which is literally ECW guys. They're literally Pitbull. I know it's Pitbull. I know it's Tony DeVito. I know it's Big Vito. And some other guy I can't even remember right now. So we have that big elimination type Survivor Series type thing happening. So it's going to be Team ARW, me, Wes Briscoe have to work together.
Awesome.
Yeah, so you already know how that's going to go.
Yeah, exactly.
Ryzen was supposed to be a part of that group, but he's unavailable for the CYN stuff. So they got to find another ARW guy. Shannon Moore's in our team, and yeah, it's just me, Shannon Moore, and Wes right now until they get a replacement. And then we have a December show coming up, but I don't know what we're doing. I know we've been in talks with Rich Swann to come in.
Hell yeah.
That's my video game buddy. So I know Rich Swann's probably coming in. I've been in talks with Maven. I've been in talks with Ernest the Cat Miller. So we got a lot of big things coming up. You know, there's a lot of talent out there. Been in talks with Buff Bagwell. I became really good friends with Brian Knobs. That's my buddy over there. So looking to bring him in. Him and just bringing the Nasty Boys for a special treat. We just recently had the Rock and Roll Express.
That's badass.
So
yeah, you guys' lineup when you share stuff on like Facebook, like you guys get good ass talent down there for sure.
It's a blessing. Alex Fred knows what he's doing. I mean, we're a good team. Alex Fred books it. I try to tell a story behind it, you know, and then David is my manager of Brothers in Arms, but he's more of the promotional side of things of money, you know, dealing with Fight TV stuff, dealing with iHeartRadio stuff, dealing with everything that, you know, is just so much for me and Alex to deal with, because Alex works a regular job outside of wrestling.
Right.
So it's hard, you know, to keep everything afloat. You know, so we got a lot of talent that are interested in coming in. You know, we just had Matt Condona there. You know, Brian Myers.
Yeah. So I do want to bring that up. I'll be a shitty fucking host. You did send me some pictures I want to show on here. You can kind of tell us what these are.
That's when I shitted on the promoter.
Yeah, you sent me a couple. So we got this one right here.
That's the after picture. My manager David, I was just telling you about, and Big Badu. He's done AEW Dark a lot. He just became the Fight Forever champion at ARW.
Hell yeah,
and Matt Cardona.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's the picture when we were talking more business with Matt. Really nice guy, man.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, it's crazy. All these years, he didn't get the credit that he deserves until recently. And this guy is a social media market genius.
Dude, yeah.
Like-
You remember
killing
back
it.
in the day when he used to do those fucking Long Island Ice Z videos?
Yeah, he
And that's how he got himself, like, even with Vince McMahon, who you could tell, hey, Vince, get on Twitter. He'd probably like, what the fuck is that? But, like, even Vince was like, damn, we got to get this guy on TV. So they put him with John Cena, and that was all him.
It was him.
You know what?
I used to watch his videos every week.
I remember that. Wow, this is gonna sound really bad right now. I remember that whole segment thing because I was waiting to go to prison.
It happens.
Yeah, I was waiting to go to prison at that time. This is straight up real. I was waiting to.
Well, all his hard work for him, to be fair, led to him getting thrown off the stage by Kane.
Yep, he did.
So,
Was it like in a wheelchair or something?
yeah, he was in a wheelchair.
Yep.
And like,
Like
he was
2011 or
flirting
so.
with Eve Torres as John Cena was dating her as he dated
So-
Nikki in real
Yeah.
life. It was
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What I didn't get about that was, dude, him and Dolph Ziggler had some fucking great matches at that time.
he was over.
Yeah, and I didn't understand why they didn't push him to the next level at that
Well,
time.
they gave him
He's-
they gave him the IC title at Mania in New
hey,
York,
you-
and they took
you
it off of him the next night.
we're talking about this. Keep playing around. That guy's going to go back to WWE.
I was
and
going
be
to
a
ask
coach.
you, like,
Yeah.
do you because I feel like he'll make it back.
He's doing well by himself.
Like,
Yeah.
I think he'll be back at some point.
He
But
will.
Triple H, like, with all these people, he's brought back, dude, like fucking 13 people at this point.
Already.
Like, he's going to have to spread this shit out a little bit. But, like,
Well,
I think
because
Donut.
here's the thing: people are going to start losing jobs too. I mean, you can't be bringing in all these guys
Sure.
and not lose some guys.
Yeah,
So
that
we're
was-
going to talk about that later on in the show, like, because when you bring back 20 fucking people that Vince fired for no reason, some people do have to like either lose complete TV time or
go
you
elsewhere.
know they get. But the good thing about going elsewhere is there's opportunities like ARW and AEW and MLW and
Ring of
Impact
Honor now.
and Ring of Honor.
It's still
Don't
AEW,
even fucking
but-
get me started on Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor is
Yes.
Ring of Honor reminds me of the bad era of ECW when
Yes.
WWE brought.
Ring of Honor solely
I used to
exists.
love Ring of Honor
Ring
back
of
in the
Honor
day.
exists, so AEW talent can go beat
Well,
old Ring of Honor talent
they went out of
and
business
take all their
and-
fucking titles
So-
and over AEW talent.
So I remember Elijah Burt, Pope, my mentor. So he's like, one day he was talking. He's like, yeah, I was an ECW superstar. And I remember just looking at him and wanting to tell him that I didn't want to get smacked. I wanted to tell him, yeah, the bad version of ECW.
Yeah,
the 2000s
that's
version.
you were,
Exactly.
last time we had you on here. You were in a feud with
They're
him
taking them on.
and JTG.
Oh, yeah, that was forever stuck with those guys.
Dude, look, we gotta have you on more than like once every 2 years.
I'm like, I've like, since I've been gone, I've been in the ring with Rich Swann, Moose,
Yep.
Caesar Bernoni,
How's working with Moose?
Austin Aries.
Everything I read about Moose is like the dude's physical as shit.
No, the dude, listen, I love Moose. This dude, I call him a gentle giant. I mean, if you haven't seen the match we had, check it on Fight TV. Like, the match was really, really good. I'm talking about, I lost. I mean, I could look at him, but you can see I hung in there. Like, he had to do a lot to take me out. Like, it was just he had to do that whole jump on the top rope and throw me over shit. Like, fuck.
Well, we always talk about like sometimes it's better to get over without going over.
Exactly.
The realist way, I think, in professional wrestling to get over is
You
go
look
up,
good.
get
You
over,
look good.
but you don't have to win.
Hey, because there's no shame.
On the
There's
face.
no shame. How many people could say they were wrestling the current Impact champion in a champions versus champion match?
That's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. Like
Yeah.
you post stuff, and I'm like, this fucking dude's like
All
the
televised.
champion,
Yep.
and like you're working with him. Even if you don't fucking win, it's like the experience of working with that kind of talent. It's at that level. It's
Yeah, he's a supreme athlete, man. Hands down. Him and Swan. Oh, I instantly got along with Swan. Probably one of the most professional, nicest guys I ever met. Literally stayed after the show, hung out. He was there until 2 a.m.
Damn.
just hanging out with us, talking. he's a big gamer. You should literally check his YouTube page. Like he's like posts his WWE universe.
Nice.
He's got like
Let me ask you.
That's awesome.
So with the weight, because he went out kind of like on a shitty term, do you think that he'd ever have interest in going back?
possibly. He left. I mean, because I personally know the situation because I know him and Sue for a very long time.
We just know like whatever the fuck Dave Meltzer's dumbass tells us. We're just like,
well, Dave Meltzer, not all his facts are accurate.
yeah, we are not fans of his.
We are not.
He took one for the team. That's what Swan did. Him and his wife, they were in Gangsville. It's the most racist part of Florida. He's a black man on TV. Someone called in that there was a domestic dispute. They were just arguing like anybody would argue.
Sure.
They were having. It wasn't much of an argument either. That's the worst part. They were talking very loud, like this, And officer was like, "Oh, ain't you that wrestler guy on TV?" So Swan knew, this was either going to go good or bad for me. And, it went bad. They were like, well, we're going to have to take somebody in. Doesn't matter who it is. So the officer was trying to write a name off of, I got this wrestler off of TV.
Yep.
Arrested. Swan's not going to let his wife go in.
Absolutely.
Sue had her face paint on. And she's telling him, like this is not what is being said. This is all bullshit. This is a lie. You're trying to railroad my husband. And he was like, well, I'll go in for my wife because I'm not going to have her go to jail. So he was, I'll be out. And WWE didn't even give him the benefit of the doubt. Listen to his story, they just released him.
It's like what they did to Enzo. Like the shit came out about Enzo, and they just like cut him. And then after everything got uncovered, it's like he was innocent to begin with.
Yep.
When you're not the top guy, let's be real, if you're not John Cena, if you're not the Undertaker, you're not that
you're
guy,
not the Usos.
Yeah, you're not the in crowd.
Yep.
You're expandable. Anyone is expandable. I have a friend that wrestles over on NXT. Love him to death. Josh Dawkins. Dawkins is on NXT, and he's a guy that I've had conversations about. Like, man, he needs to save his money because he's expandable. Don't ever think you're never expandable. Pro wrestling has 1 million wrestlers. You are expandable to somebody. As a promoter, I don't like thinking that way, but if I have a problem with a talent, I can be like, you are expandable. I can replace you.
Basically, what you're saying is if you do a podcast that is like lowly popular on Facebook and your co-host doesn't respect a pop legend in the making, that they're replaceable? Is that what you're saying?
You think?
Basically, you're expandable.
I mean, maybe I'll find somebody who likes Billie Eilish and gives her the respect she deserves.
It'll be a worse show, but whatever.
All right, well,
Then he starts his own podcast.
That's right.
I started my own podcast. I got 15,000 views on one of my videos.
No, I'm talking about him. If you kick him off, he'll start.
No.
I'll do another one. It's more popular than this one. It's about ghosts and shit. People love it.
So listen, I had that same situation happen because you've been watching me for a while. So I don't know if you remember the original Brothers in Arms.
Yeah.
So it was me, the Ray Zion guy, and JD. So when I broke Brothers in Arms up, because me and Ray had our own issues. Yeah, he was just a crybaby. I just didn't want to deal with it. That's basically the truth. I knew I was going to do better than him, and when we broke up, the proof is in the pudding. I mean, I'm doing better than him. He's not doing anything.
Yeah.
We call that a Tucker. It's like when Otis and Tucker split up, and then Tucker got fired. We were like, we knew he was going to. We already knew.
Yeah.
Because
Poor Tucker. Hey, I feel so bad for Tucker. So I got the WWE 2K22 game. So when I scroll down and I see his picture, I'm like, poor Tucker.
So do I. When you go through 2K22, 90% of the people in the game ain't employed by the company. They fired all of them.
You did.
You can click on it and it's like fired.
Fired.
Still there. Hired. Not on TV.
I read that when that was actually being made, the developers of the game were getting pissed because they were firing people while they were developing the game still. And it's like, they're going to be on the game, guys. It's done.
It's done, yeah.
That's horrible.
So the great thing about it is because community creations, you can like create like AEW and all that stuff, and then
Yeah.
most AEW rosters already on the damn game, so you could just use
Yeah.
I did see that somebody on 2K22 made like the AEW arenas. It's like, that's pretty
Oh, there's a shitload of those things.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of community creations. I like because I'm a big sports fan, so I like I'll play like the NFL. Like I can't wait on the 19th. Madden's coming out.
Who's your
There you
football
go.
team?
Bucks.
Oh God,
It makes
I'm a
sense.
Patriots fan.
Uh,
I don't know how I feel about it.
And then I like the Cowboys too. Well, I like to use the Cowboys in games because their overall's pretty high.
I should have asked you
That
that.
makes
Who when you play Madden? Because now I feel like I got to add you on place. What game console do you use?
I have the PlayStation 4, Xbox
Okay.
One, and
I got
then I
the
have a
PlayStation.
shitload of old consoles.
All right, I got the PS4, so you're gonna have to add me on your gamer tag. Who do you roll with
Yeah.
in Madden?
Like as a team on football?
Like you play online, and you're like, I'm gonna beat this dude's ass. Who do you pick?
Oh, 49ers.
Easy. I'll just pick the Lions.
dude,
No.
back in remember the Blitz on the N64?
Yeah.
I
I
always
still play it.
Yeah, it's a great fucking game. And I always picked the 49ers because they were like the best team on the game. The 49ers
Like,
were.
how do you look into Joe Montana, Steve Young, fucking Jimmy Garoppolo, and I don't know how this Trey Lance kid's going to work out. Like,
So-
they've had 50 years of great quarterbacks.
So there's one guy I played Blitz with, and he's actually on MLW. We play the shit out of Blitz.
Great game.
You know MSL?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So that's like my video game buddy. Like I'll go to his house and play video games whenever I'm available. And bro, this guy can't beat him in Blitz, man. He knows all the codes and he knows the moves. Don't even play him on like WCW Revenge.
Oh, nice.
That's a throwback.
Yeah, that's dude. I remember I was pretty good. Not to brag, but back in my N64
when
days,
he says not to brag,
He's
just wait
literally
for it.
bragging.
I knew the cheat codes on the N64.
He's
I was,
drinking diet beer right now.
I was choke slimming people in the middle of the field and
His
shit.
mind's not thinking right when he's
Yeah, so we play a lot of like old retro games, me and MSL. So I have like the PS2 here, the PlayStation 1 here. I got a GameCube.
I got
here.
all four.
Yeah,
So I got a lot of stuff here, retro, and like me and him will fucking kill it.
that's awesome. That's a lot of fun. I love video games, man.
So we'll end this like every other wrestling podcast in the world ends their interviews. Give me 3 dudes in WWE you would love to work with, and 3 dudes in AEW you'd like to work with.
It's a good question.
And if you make it to WWE, I am completely available as like your Paul Heyman.
Oh,
I can get heat. I'll say anything they tell me to say.
The wise man.
I don't need it. I don't want that because that's inaccurate. I want it to
You're
be
not-
like the most dominant champion in professional wrestling to be my title, and I can refer back to my 900-day reign.
Oh, for God's sake.
no, don't do that, right.
Not yet, 16 days away, but we'll get there.
So with WWE, that's a really good one. So we were supposed there was a deal being worked out for Brothers in Arms to wrestle Hit Row.
Oh.
So
Well-
that was actually being worked out over at another promotion, not all right, so never mind. I was reading what a promoter said. So there's a negotiation for wrestling. So I got to call him actually after this podcast.
No problem.
So we were supposed to work Hit Row. So it would probably be Hit Row because I think Brothers in Arms Hit Row could kill it.
I believe that.
Sure.
Absolutely.
I was so pumped to see Hit Row back in
Me
WWE.
too.
There's no reason they should have been released in the first place.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, I know AJ personally. He's a great guy. I've known him. I think I had his first match on the Indies.
It's badass.
So Hit Row, Ricochet, and then Kofi Kingston. I've always loved Kofi.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's
Kofi in like 15 years, we're gonna look back and be like, Kofi's one of the most underrated professional wrestlers.
Oh, most definitely. Most
He's a
definitely.
Grand Slam champ. Like,
Yeah.
Kofi Mania is one of the biggest storylines of the last 15 years.
I'm calling it right now. Kofi's gonna be like R-Truth. He's still gonna be there.
Oh, absolutely.
Looking young.
He did 20 years ago.
He does.
Like it's fucking like, dude, I'm waiting for the day that Orange Cassidy So, like, for AEW, before you go about your 3 opponents there, like, my 3 favorite people there are MJF, Orange Cassidy, and Jericho still, because he's fucking Chris Jericho. And, like, he's a fucking legend. Like, he's a legend. Like, nobody reinvents their gimmick and gets over more than him.
And he does.
Like, he's been in 47 groups, I think, since he's been in AEW, and he's still over.
He is over.
He
Yeah.
just keeps inventing himself, which is what
because Jericho gets it.
Absolutely.
Jericho, if anybody is a genius in pro wrestling, it would be Jericho, because Jericho gets it. Gimmicks get stale.
Yep.
Wrestlers get stale. You know, unless you're Ric Flair and you're Hogan, and that still can get over.
I mean, Ric Flair and his 37 retirement matches is kind of getting stale, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, and it's true, but Jericho knows he has to reinvent himself every time, because, all right, how are you going to get over? You got to reinvent yourself. You got to have something fresh. I mean, I look at like Brothers in Arms and how I first started. I wore jeans and a tank top. I looked like a street guy, you know, that was the gimmick from the hood. So then eventually we changed the gimmick, and now we have bulletproof vests and stuff like that. So it's like you have to reinvent yourself over and over again. Like even next year, I'm going to be buying more gear, new gear, changing the look, because I'm going to be doing a whole big traveling tour with my manager and just doing singles without Brothers in Arms.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. That's cool. I mean, that's very true. Like, I mean, you have to reinvent yourself. And Jericho, not only does he get that, he's good at doing it. Like, he doesn't, you know, he's able to just totally forget what he did last year and just go all in with his
something else he's doing.
It's why it's exciting for WWE right now. It's like the Drew McIntyre. I don't know if you saw the Drew McIntyre and KO promo from Monday, but like
a little bit,
dude. Like that's straight off the rip. Like Kevin Owens, like you can tell like a weight off his shoulders. He's like, God damn it, I'm fucking Kevin Owens again. Like I can say what I want to do.
Yep.
Like that whole Ezekiel storyline was funny. But like
he
came out, and it's like, how do we end it? Oh, have KO come out and beat the fucking shit out of him, powerbomb him on the apron, and
put him
like,
on a stretcher,
like that, literally. Done. And then like Drew McIntyre, one of the biggest stars WWE has, but he's kind of been treading water. Then he comes out and he's like, yeah, my back's fucking hurt. The dirt sheets are all over it. You guys read it, which Vince would never let them allude to. And he's like, yeah, you know, my back's broke because there's 20 people on the roster because we fire everybody, and I've been carrying the goddamn company for 2 years. And it's like, and there's some realness to this.
There is.
And he carried them during COVID, and he really probably didn't get the respect he deserved for it.
No, I mean,
but like the realness of wrestling is why it's good. Like when you hear people say, "Hey, fuck the dirt sheets," I see what they wrote. It's like that's real shit. Like, and that's stuff that breaks the fourth wall, right? Like you're not supposed to allude to stuff like that. But that's as like people like us that read dirt sheets and do podcasts and watch fucking 12 hours of wrestling now a week.
I fast forward a lot.
But like,
wrestling lucky they get an hour from me.
It's like he didn't watch Raw or SmackDown for like a month. But as soon as Vince left and Triple H was named creative, I don't think he's fast forwarded one time.
Nope, we haven't.
He fast forwards to everything.
There are months where I felt like a job, you know, I was like, this is just fucking terrible. And then this past few weeks it's been a hell of a lot better.
Good, yeah.
You know
that's why whenever I'm on the shitter, I just watch the highlights.
That's all I mean. And you're caught up. And even if you just, let's say you missed 3 weeks of Raw, you watch one Raw for a while there. They showed so many fucking promos from the last weeks. You're caught up.
You're caught up. That's what I need to do. I need to watch one episode so I can catch up.
So what both of y'all need to do is when you both are on the shitter, you go to YouTube, you type in Billie Eilish, and you start watching good videos.
There you go. That's what you both
So I expect you to fucking get your shit together. And I know you're busy like being champion and shit. Look, I carry this everywhere I go.
Oh, really?
Everywhere. I went to Walmart, like, what is that? I was like, don't look at my belt, woman. Like, I'll fuck, like, don't even, this ain't 24/7.
I'd be too embarrassed to hold my belt.
Look, Roman Reigns won't acknowledge me on Twitter. Like, he just won't. Like, I'm the one that he can't smash.
He's the only one you should.
I'm not Edge.
Not you.
I'm grown.
He's too busy being on his private island with his private jet, just sitting there doing nothing.
He's going to get blocked from Roman Reigns. Watch.
Look, Matt Cardona blocked me on Twitter.
He did.
He was
Jerry
being all
King Lawler has blocked me on Twitter.
He was being all nice about him earlier.
I'm on a show with Jerry. Jerry King Lawler is awesome, man. I always talk to him
because I called him a creep.
Josh is being nice as you're here. He used to talk mad shit about Zack Ryder back when the
He did.
WWE
He blocked
days.
me on Twitter.
A long time ago.
He did. I can't fucking help it.
I'm gonna bring it up, and Matt, I'm gonna message him after this.
Oh, God damn it. Don't give me more backstage heat. I'm already being buried enough. You got me on a show with a guy who don't know who fucking Billie Eilish
He can't
is.
block it twice, I guess.
All right, so Joe Syart, he does a podcast called Working Fans. He said, "What's up, guys? Love ARW." He does watch you guys
He's a
religiously.
big wrestler. He watches everything.
He commentates. I forget who the fuck he commentates for sometimes, but he does commentate.
Oh, cool.
But he
Hey,
says,
well, we always appreciate the love and support of ARW. Trust me, it's
I mean-
overwhelming because it's a big fucking fan base.
Yeah,
"Dude, you guys are growing for about."
I believe
It's
that.
been probably a year and a half since we first met you, and you guys are growing
It's huge.
steadily.
I see it on
It might
Facebook
be
all the
to
time.
the point where it's like, I'll quit asking you "Hey, when you going to WWE?" And you'll be like, "Hey, when are these people going to go to ARW?"
Exactly.
Yeah, when they come here,
That's the
I love
idea,
it.
man.
Look, I'm not just a WWE. I'll come to ARW and be your guys' manager, the Brothers in Arms. I can cut a promo.
Oh no, man, my manager get mad if you heard that. What?
I'll be the jobber of the group.
We'll do a.
I'll be your guys' Brandon Cutler. I'll record it, and then when you guys are like, "Hey, you're gonna fight Wardlow," you'll be like, "Nah, Josh can do it," and I'll go.
Josh can do it.
I'll go take the heat.
You just need to keep dreaming.
He'll be the Sami Zayn of the Bloodline.
Dude. If I'm ever comparable to Sami Zayn, I will fucking shit. Sami Zayn is amazing.
He is amazing.
Sami Zayn is a guy that I say, he got it. You can be so much more than just a good worker.
Absolutely.
Being a worker can get you as far as it's going to get you as a worker. But
Sure.
having a character and a gimmick,
Dude,
his match
at WrestleMania with Knoxville was any proof that you need that Sami Zayn can do anything.
He can do
that
anything.
was one of the most entertaining matches I've seen in a very long
He
time.
loved it.
was awesome.
He said that's the match he's most proudest of.
well, yeah, it was storytelling. It had a lot of storytelling.
It was
funny.
great. When what's the little dude's name?
I don't know.
I don't watch Jackass, but when he
I
got
don't
scoop
either.
slammed
I
and he
forget what
talked
his
about it
name
on
is.
Stone Cold's podcast, he's like, "Yeah, I had to jump a little bit, but he is 3'2".
I mean, that was a solid body slam for a fucking
Well,
little guy.
yeah,
That was
Sami
badass.
Zayn is his payoff's coming soon. I'm telling you right now, Jason.
Damn.
Sami Zayn and KO are going to beat the Usos and take those titles from him.
That'd be cool.
That would be.
But the Creed brothers, I don't know if you're familiar with them or not, but they teased hard last night that they're going to feud with the Usos coming up. They're the NXT tag champions right now.
Oh yeah, they're
Survivor
I
Series.
know what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, NXT's going to be part of that.
Yeah, they were once.
All right, Jason, is there anything else you want to say before we let you go? We know you're a busy guy. You got shit to do. You wrestle all the time, so you actually have
Shit. Sorry.
to do.
I'm not sure what's going on here.
Sorry, the promoter.
Oh, no problem.
Tell him to leave. Look,
No problem.
we know.
Oh wow, I just
we're
lost my voice.
but tell them to go after the show.
No, we know you're a busy guy, so before we let you go here, I don't know if he's talking to us or not.
He froze up. What he said is, Chuck, you better listen to fucking Billie Eilish. And it's pointing at you.
Exactly.
For you audio listeners, a couple of difficulties here, but we'll be good shortly. All right.
We lost
Nope,
him.
he bounced. All right, well, that's okay.
Jason Dugan had to go real quick because he is like Billie Eilish.
We knew that would get him.
But yeah,
His manager called. He's got to go.
dude, he's got
When you're a
promoters
champion,
calling
you're a
him
champion.
during the show.
Yeah, that's bad.
Busy
They probably
man.
saw that fucking thing he said earlier and was like, "What the fuck?"
Not this guy.
They're like, look, you got to drop that manager and hire this guy.
Yeah, that's
On
what
the
it is.
podcast.
That's what it is. That's
not,
what it is.
not this guy.
That was
Oh, I think he's back.
There he
shit.
is.
Sorry, the promoter's trying to hit me up, so I got to give him a call right away.
Sure, no
That's
problem.
okay. Chuck talked shit the whole time you were talking.
Oh,
Look at this guy running his fucking mouth. Anyway,
That's
hey
all
man,
he-
we know you're busy. Anything else you got to say? You want to say before you have to peace out of here?
no, I enjoyed being on here, man. It's been fun, man. You guys are actually hilarious. You're probably gonna be out of a job soon.
What?
See what we do with Jason every week over here.
What the fuck did I do?
Hey, man, you're running your mouth. Always running your mouth.
You get Chuck every week. It's your turn to
When
get
you're
it.
unbeatable, it's
Oh,
hard
God.
not to.
But-
884 days.
No one's acknowledging you. Get him.
But thank you for having me on, guys. Thank you. I got to go because the promoter is like blowing me up.
Absolutely. We'll
Good,
appreciate
bro.
having you on, and we'll love to have you back sometime. Good luck retaining them titles and keep kicking ass, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming on the show.
All right, you guys be blessed.
Bro,
Have a good one, man.
Have a
Appreciate
good
you.
one.
You too.
I'm going to be in a professional wrestling company before 2024.
Dude, it'd be so much fun. Like, I know, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not
I
sure.
just want to go to JD Legends and kick a midget in the face. Like, hey, what's that dude's name? Terry. Book me.
I'm not sure.
Look, I don't need paid. I'll pay to kick a midget. I will take a scoop slam from a midget.
I'm kind of a wuss. I'm not sure I could take a hit, but
You
I
can
just,
do commentary.
I just want to run my
You guys
mouth.
do
I want to
commentary.
be a manager.
No, y'all do
I just wanna
commentary.
be a
I'll
manager.
take you're going to be my
I
manager.
mean, I'll be your manager.
No, I can't have a manager never having my back.
Well, managers don't get involved physically, so it's not my fault.
But you'll be talking shit about.
Oh,
I'll commentate and talk crap on the
Yeah, Yvonne commentate.
There you
Deal with
go.
our shit.
There we go.
I just want to run my mouth and fucking leave. That's all I want to do.
That's another T-shirt.
That's another
Show
t-shirt.
up, run my mouth.
And
fuck
leave.
it. Heyman. That's one.
There
Book
we
it.
go.
All right, so we got to get going through some of our basic shit. The interview is supposed to be about a half hour, but
Yeah.
he said he had a half, and
When you're
We're
talking,
so
you start
amazing.
talking. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
you stick. So
Busy
let's try
man.
to hit in like 15 minutes what happened this week in wrestling. Jason Dugan, good dude.
Yeah.
Fight TV. I think it's Thursday nights at 9 o'clock.
Last I heard it was Thursdays. I should have Googled it, but I didn't. But here we are. I don't watch everything on YouTube. I don't
Watch my
it live.
future WWE champion that I'm going to manage in about 5 years.
Oh, for God's
Hell
sakes.
yeah, man. It might happen. You never know. It's a small world, bro.
All right, so fuck SmackDown. Let's go right to Raw. Drew McIntyre and KO.
Awesome.
Awesome.
It was the first time I got them tinglers in my belly in a long time
Oh,
when it comes to promo interactions.
Dude, fire promos. And they
Yeah.
were screaming.
They were
They were
screaming.
so
You can
into
see
it.
the fire in their
Yeah.
eyes.
And when he said, "Is this medieval times?" I'm about dying.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Sometimes you wear a kilt, sometimes you carry a sword." Like, we never know what Drew's going to do. I've been
All
Kevin
right.
Owens this whole
Yeah.
fucking time.
Dude,
Like,
and,
damn.
and you have to think like on both sides. I'm obviously they're not obviously they're not enemies in real life. I'm sure they're buddies in real life or whatever. But just this is the first time for both of these guys in years they got to come out
Oh, dude,
and just
backstage.
fucking talk.
I was telling her, I was like, backstage, they had to be back there like,
I'm gonna get it.
they had to
I'm
be
gonna-
back there looking at each other like,
Yeah.
yeah, like, we can fucking do our
Well,
shit now.
it's real. Like
It's
think
real,
about it.
yeah.
Like the shit that Drew
Drew
McIntyre
did carry
said
the company.
is real. He wants to be that
And
guy
Kevin Owens-
again.
I haven't been a champion for 5 years.
That's real.
What is that about?
Yeah.
Fucking
I'm
real.
Kevin
That's
Owens.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like, that's how we fucking feel. We talked
Yeah.
about this a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love
The fact that Kevin Owens, he said, I'll take any fucking title. I'll take the world title. I'll take the IC
Doesn't
title. I'll
fucking
take
matter.
the US title. I'll take
Yep.
the tag title.
He wants all
The
the
fact that KO's hasn't been champion for 5 years is
It's an-
absolutely,
it's
it blows
it's
my
an
mind.
atrocity.
It
It
does,
blows
yeah.
my mind.
Yeah,
it
it's-
absolutely blows my
It's
mind.
ridiculous, is what it is.
It is.
Kevin Owens
And-
is one of the top fucking 10 workers,
Oh,
in wrestling,
Absolutely.
top 5, bro.
period.
Top 5.
I'll go top 10 because, off the top of my head, I can already think of 5. I'll give him top 10.
That's fair.
He's in it.
But I love it.
It's a deep fucking pool of great wrestlers.
No, I mean,
Yeah,
there's
it
a
is.
lot of
Best
great
talent in the
wrestlers,
world.
So top
Yeah.
10's not bad.
And then you got Drew McIntyre, who I fucking love.
He's also top 10.
He was like, you know
Yeah.
what? I don't care what you call us, superstars, whatever.
He
We're
said,
wrestlers.
we are wrestlers.
And a wrestling
And
ring.
let's fucking wrestle.
Yeah.
It's like, hell yeah.
It's like Vince just fucking killed himself.
I know.
Oh,
He's
boy.
like, what the? Damn it,
He
Drew.
goes Triple H like, what the fuck are you doing to my company?
Dude, he's probably sitting there watching TV like, Michael Cole, what the fuck? Oh, fuck, damn it.
SmackDown had the highest.
Also,
SmackDown. So first off, Gunther versus fucking Shinsuke Nakamura is a fucking match of the
Hell of
year
a match.
it's a
candidate
great match.
Hell of a match.
right now. Drew McIntyre versus Kevin Owens, even with the fucking Usos interfering, is a
Hell
match
of a
of the
match.
year
Great match.
candidates. We have 2,
Right there.
and I'll tell you, Theory and Dolph was fucking good too.
I was going to bring that match up right next.
Great
Look,
match.
the
yeah.
most basic match, Dolph Ziggler
He's-
versus Austin Theory,
Yeah.
headlined Raw. It was amazing.
Sure.
And the rating
as
popped,
it should be.
and the
yeah.
rating increased.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon has tried Legends Night,
I know.
this night,
I know.
that night.
He did.
And
It
it
just
doesn't
shows
fucking
you
work.
don't
It
need to
didn't
do
work.
this outside gimmick shit. You need to utilize what you have every week. And then even you mentioned Ziggler,
Yep.
even Bobby Lashley and AJ Styles.
Yeah, it was
fucking
great.
killed
It was
it.
a great match.
That's 4 matches on Raw that fucking killed it. And usually you get like one that's all right, you
Yep.
know.
Mhm.
And this past Monday night, on fucking Monday Night Raw had 4 amazing matches.
Yeah.
I mean, that just shows you, and that's not what's his name? Vince Russo says, bro, there's no difference, bro. No, there's a huge fucking difference. That's 4 matches that I can remember on Wednesday night. You think I could do that a month ago? Fuck no. 4 matches on Wednesday night that I remember from Monday night that were fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I just messaged my friend Megan. I said, hey, I lost my shit on the internet. She said, nice. I said, no. The wrestler loves me, but he also didn't know who the fuck Billie Eilish was.
Well, that happens. I'm just saying.
So,
It happens.
Raw was really good.
It was
Really
amazing.
good.
4 great
And
matches.
Dexter
man.
Loomis.
That was on.
Let me pull up the Judgment Day thing was good. Priest and Edge in Canada is going to be
That's
really
gonna be
fucking
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
Trish is touring with them since they're
saw
in
that.
Canada, so expect Trish to show up on Raw next week.
She's pulling. Actually, what I heard, she's pulling a Chris Jericho to where she's only doing house shows for now.
Oh, okay.
But eventually,
Oh, there we
Well, she
go.
probably just wants to work in front
exactly.
of her fucking fans.
She's got to get back at it, get back into it. But remember, like back in 2015 or 16 when Jericho was just doing house shows.
Yeah.
Same idea. So we
Well-
won't see her Monday, but we'll see her in like a few months.
Lashley and Styles is amazing.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
Theory
absolutely.
Ziggler was great. Riddle and Rollins' thing, where he's like, "You're probably in your parents' basement somewhere,
Yeah.
bro," and he's like, "I'm right here, motherfucker." And Seth like being like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, he played it off, man.
that feud is great."
I really liked how he
Miz and Ciampa.
He even said, "I'm not in my basement." Actually,
Even the little shit, Ali and Cedric being a tag team
They
is
did.
probably going to be really good.
And I did
Like,
not see that. It was on Hulu.
well, that was Miz and Ciampa beat Ali and Cedric, but it was
Yeah,
a good
It was a good
match.
match.
And Ali and Cedric are 2 guys that have been underutilized for a long
And their
time.
team together. Yeah.
Throw them together. It's not just a makeshift as long as they go with it.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
it's
like
working.
those
No,
dudes
absolutely.
those are 2 guys we've talked about for years. It's like,
Yeah.
why don't you have a spot outside of WWE event? Well, we got
Finally.
3 hours of TV on Monday.
Mhm.
Well, and usually, man, historically speaking, over the last couple of years, man, Raw was just a montage of promos
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
trailers.
And now it's wrestling.
Blah, blah,
I saw
blah.
this thing where like SmackDown was an hour and 18 minutes
Yeah.
of wrestling,
Right.
Wow.
32 minutes of promos and commercials.
And then whatever else. they
And it
fucking
used to
show.
be like 19 minutes of wrestling.
Yeah, I'm saying like it used
Triple
to be
H,
just nothing.
Triple H has literally took what Black and Gold NXT was to the main roster. He
That's
tells
good.
stories, dude. Like,
That's
I'd
what
be an idiot
wrestling
if I didn't
is,
pull up
man.
this fucking picture.
Yeah,
Like-
right there. Yep.
That's what
There's
wrestling is.
World Wrestling
Yep.
Entertainment. This
Sure.
picture right here of Elias and Ezekiel and all his fucking family looking just like each other. That's entertainment.
That
That
is.
is hilarious.
It is
It
entertainment.
is. Yeah.
And when I saw that on TV and Elias's father, I forget what his name is.
I forget.
It's like, whoever did this to Ezekiel's going to pay. It's like, dude.
Yeah, I missed it. It was
And they're
on
like,
Hulu.
Ezekiel's going to be off TV for a long time. It's like, yeah, until he grows a fucking beard and comes back as Elias.
He's got a beard. It's right there.
No, you could tell that's funny. I was Jesus for Halloween. That is a fake beard.
That is
That's
fake.
clearly
You can
Elias.
look at this fucking. There's little things in it.
No, I mean that's Elias. That's their little brother. They're totally different
Look,
people.
look how pissed this guy is.
Dude, they're completely different people.
I like how the fans are like, what's he
What's the-
pointing at? I'm looking
I'm
pointing at my
not sure why K-Fed's there.
Why is his
But
K-Fed? You talking about the little kid?
Yeah.
Look at his
Look,
mother.
somebody screenshotted him and put that on Twitter and said future world champion. And it started it had like 5,000 retweets.
Look at his mother. She looks.
Look
like,
at his grandpa.
My lord.
Yeah, man. I just like how the dad's
Yeah.
fucking pissed.
He
It's
is.
like, why are you guys filming me for? The mom's over there crying. I get it. I'd be sad. My son is gonna his ass beat
Oh,
too.
I
Yeah,
do.
me too.
I do. All right, so we covered Raw, and we'll do Clash before we end. But I did talk to my dear personal friend the other day, and I've alluded to this a lot.
Oh,
But like we were hanging out,
Oh, for
And, like,
God's sakes.
I don't know who that is.
that is fucking Billie Eilish in
What
there.
the fuck?
She changes her hair.
We were hanging
all the
out.
time.
And like I was like, look, Chuck's a good guy. Like he's very sweet. Like he's a nice dude.
I'm not
Like
sure about sweet.
he likes Taylor Swift. She's like, oh, I love her.
I like
And
me
I was
some
like,
T-Swizz. Yeah,
And I was like,
absolutely.
he likes Katy Perry. She's like, I love her too. And I was like, but
Who
he
was
just
it? Who's
thinks
the last one?
Katy Perry.
Oh yeah, I'd like some
And I was like,
fireworks.
he just doesn't think you measure up. So you guys kind of have beef as well.
I mean, that's
So,
fine. If
next
she's 20
week,
years old,
It's okay. Saturday, I'm supposed to hang out with her again.
That's cool.
So next week, I'll have more pictures of us.
I mean, you can't go to the bar with her because she can't drink because she's a child. But
She's
whatever.
Billie Eilish.
But whatever.
If Billie Eilish walks into a bar and says, "Give me a beer," what do you think happens?
If I was the
They'll
bartender,
give it
I'd be
to
like, "Where's your ID?" Because I don't know who the fuck she is.
They'll give it to her.
Probably like most bartenders in America.
Every time you literally say, "I don't know who she is," my heart drops a little. I can literally feel it.
If she let's say I was a bartender, if it never happened. Let's say I was a bartender
All I know,
and she came in And I was like, give me your ID. And she showed me her ID. And I saw the word Billie Eilish. I'd be like, okay, then I look down for her age. Then I'll give her whatever she asked for if it said 21. If it didn't say 21 or whatever how the birth date, the math is, I'd be like, oh, you can't drink here because you're not 21. And then I'm Billie Eilish, though. But I don't know what the fuck that is. And then there'd be some bodyguard guy be like, you can give her a beer. But like, I don't know who the fuck you are either, bro. And that's where it would end. And I would win because I'm the bartender.
Say bye, bodyguard.
And we have powers.
I love this show, but my patience is really fucking thin.
You're getting all red and shit.
No, am I red again?
Well,
then him was red. I bet you know that fucking
I
song.
love
don't
that
you?
song. Great song.
I told my mom the other day, so like, it's funny because like my parents know every now and then I dip into the occasional alcoholic beverage. And I was telling her last night about when that Halloween night where we got super drunk.
The first one.
You pissed your wife off, so she went upstairs.
And that's a lot of times.
And then she was like, "You can go downstairs," and you're like, "Okay." And like, this is back when WB Network was a thing.
I miss that guy.
And me and you, I was like, me and Ben just sat downstairs, watched Taylor Swift videos for about a half hour, listened to Red probably at least 5 or 6 times that half hour, and then we just watched old WWE Raws from like Jericho debuting, which is one of our favorites to do.
Yeah, that's classic.
We
1999.
we sat in his studio room one night and watched that debut at least 3 fucking times.
It was good shit.
And then we go through old Raws, and it was funny because she was like, Mom was like, well, Eilish is kind of like her. He doesn't know who she is, and I was like, God damn it.
There's only one.
Even my mom
there's only
She
one.
don't
is
know.
spitting truth. And
Well, because
my mom is a woman, so she
my-
lies all the time, like all other women.
Oh my God, you're so sick.
here it is the people of a certain age, our parents' age.
We're the same age.
No, our parents all think
Almost.
that
You're like 5 years older than me.
sure, but like our parents' generation, they all think that anything that's below their generation is the same. Like they would think that WWF and WCW was the same. You know what I mean? Like they would think that Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem is the same when they're clearly not the same.
Nobody would think.
Older people who don't know what the fuck either of that is would think.
My mother knows better.
Boys who lie.
Dugan
There you go.
didn't. I don't like. What did he say? I don't like new music. It's like Juice WRLD's been dead, bro. Like
I still consider Juice WRLD new. But
3 years ago.
I mean, I still consider Metallica's Death Magnetic
stop it.
new. That came out in 2007
Fucking stop it.
or 8. So
All right.
And that's
I mean,
good music.
I'm old too. It is good music.
Before we
Damn
wrap
right it's good music.
Before we wrap this shit up, I want to pitch an idea while we're on here, with all 0 people watching.
I mean, we get audio listeners.
So we do look.
We
You know
do.
what's funny? A lot of people don't watch live, which is fine because it's like in the middle of the day and people have lives. But like
sure.
when our shit jumps
It
a little
goes-
bit. Like
yeah,
people
I mean-
pay attention. Like later when they're at home and they're in bed and they're like, "Oh, I need some."
They like it when they can just like
I
fast forward.
I just
want to
look at something sexy before I go to sleep, and they like zoom in on me.
Oh, you wish.
But no, like so the WWE draft is rumored.
Yep, soon
Is rumored
September, I think.
to be September 3rd is the pay-per-view. They're rumoring the 12th and the 16th, which is a week after or right after the 5th or the 9th. When they announce that, I think we've done this before. We did this back in our
Once
just audio days.
You go to the draft,
But
aren't
I
you?
think that
Yeah.
we drug it over like fucking 9 episodes, but I think
Let's
we're
do it.
smarter. We can do it. I think me, you, and Yvonne do a 30-person, so that's 10 people each.
Sure.
That shouldn't take no more than like fucking a half hour,
No,
45 minutes.
easy
No
peasy.
longer than our top
That'd
5
be
would
easy.
do.
These peas.
We all 3 of us mutually agree we'll do 20 men. No. We'll figure out the numbers later.
Sure.
It doesn't matter.
I got you.
Make that.
This is
we
just
we
the
do
idea.
a RSH draft
There we go.
in tribute, or not in tribute, but like because it coincides with the WWE draft.
In the coming of the draft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so like,
I'm cool
and
with that.
then we can do like best draft picks.
I like that.
1 week, worst draft picks the
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Because Triple H's draft
Oh yeah.
is going to be different.
gonna be
than
a
Vince
game.
McMahon's
It's
draft.
gonna be
Not-
different.
It's
I
gonna
wrote
be
an
a
article,
game changer.
Absolutely.
to
game
quote my
changer.
co-host, not to brag, but I got an article out right now about the top 5 NXT superstars that are ready to jump to the main roster on WrestleBuddy.com. Check that shit out. And I also got an article about the Fiend's top 5 opponents. If people, I put if because he hasn't re-signed. So if he doesn't
It is an
re-sign,
if.
I don't look like a jackass saying, "Well, this guy thought he was going to re-sign." That's why there's an if.
I like it.
Check those out, WrestleBuddy.com. Tyler Peters, dude, every fucking day he's got like 3 articles
He
out.
does.
Check his shit
He's
out.
killing it.
He's
Good dude.
killing
And
it.
we
You're
need
on the
to
same
get
network
him
now,
on the
right?
yeah.
We need to get
We're all
Tyler
on
back.
the same. We need to get him on the show.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
That
I
dude's a
think Clash of
genius.
Champion predictions. We bring Tyler on.
Dude, in my opinion, Tyler Peters is like this generation's fucking JR. You know
He
what I mean?
is.
Yeah, so
absolutely.
It's
well,
like
Peters, you're going to be watching this, and
We know.
he'll send me this video and tell me I did great, which I didn't. But I did.
He's a very optimistic guy,
But
too.
he is. He's a
is.
very nice guy.
He is a nice.
We
guy.
love him dearly on this show.
We love you.
So we'll do the RSH draft around draft time. Next week, what are we doing? I don't know. Because every fucking show that WWE does, something new happens.
Yeah.
Because last week I planned Alexa Bliss's birthday thing, then Cross came back,
Yeah.
then Loomis came back, and I was like, man, no offense to Alexa, love you, but I would have built the show around Cross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I knew. So now
Sure.
I learned. Don't prep the show till Sunday. But
Yeah, that's fair.
anyway, Dugan's going to end up being a star at some
He
point.
is,
he already
he's
is a star.
going to be a
And
star.
he didn't even bring up, like he's been with NWA lately too.
Yep.
Like I'm surprised he didn't bring it up. Like he's been with NWA.
Yeah.
I think he's held 4 belts since the last time we had him on. I'm gonna talk to him and see if
Well, that's the
we can
thing.
get him in rotation,
He's
like
so
at least
busy. He's
every
just-
other
yeah,
month.
He doesn't have time to talk about all the shit he does. Yeah.
He
Yeah.
wants to do an episode where he gets his tag team with him.
Oh,
the
hell
whole,
yeah.
the whole stable he wants to have. Come on.
ARW show.
Well, I want his manager to come on so I can pitch
Oh,
that I joined
Lord.
this group. I'll be Brandon Cutler. So if you guys don't know, which you shouldn't because
I don't
sucks.
know who that is.
Brandon Cutler is the guy that follows the Young Bucks around with the camera.
Oh,
And his
yeah.
job is just to do the camera.
Yeah.
And when they want to fight somebody that they don't want to fight, or when they have to fight somebody that they don't want to fight, they just sacrifice him.
They do.
He goes out there, gets his ass kicked, and then
And every time.
I'll be Brandon Cutler for about $300,000 a year.
Oh,
But
I wish I could make $300,000 a year. Hell yeah,
anyway,
man.
this was fun.
It is fun. This is a great show. I love this
Clash
episode.
at the Castle. We have one more match added,
One more.
and these graphics for this are badass.
Those
They
are cool.
badass. I've had dragon shit.
Riddle and Seth, Liv and Baszler,
man.
6-man tag, or sorry, 6-woman tag.
Yeah, don't be that
Asuka,
guy.
Alexa Bliss, Bianca Belair against. They're called Control.
Control.
Control, because Bailey said wherever they go,
They're in
they
control.
control the show.
There you
Makes
go.
sense. Yeah.
Good name.
Good name.
And Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
Sure.
I'm gonna go on a limb right now. Drew's winning. He's going
Nah.
to win one belt.
As
Not
of
both.
that's fair.
One
That
belt.
is-
As of
I don't
right
know
now-
how the fuck they're gonna get there,
Sure.
That is
but
fair.
he's going to win the
You
You
Raw
got
belt.
3 weeks to figure it out.
He's going to get the Raw belt,
Yep.
and he's going to be drafted to Raw. And that's where Drew's going to reside. And
See?
Roman's going to keep the blue belt because it won't ruin his reign, unintended. And he can, you know what I mean? Like,
No, that
then
makes
you
total
have
sense.
both belts.
Yeah.
Now, if that's correct, let's say
'Cause the reports are that they're wanting to get a belt off
no,
Reigns.
because the USA hates the fact that Roman isn't there. Is never there. So here's the deal: if between now and then it comes up that you're only getting one title, then all day long, McIntyre's winning. Because why would they bring that up in the first place?
Right.
But now, if it's still not the case, so then there's no way.
Yeah,
There's no way Reigns
Roman
loses.
goes.
So it depends on the stipulation. But as of right now, there's no way
We got
Reigns is
some time
losing.
to go. This is 17.
But storyline wise,
We'll
if
have
they
to
do
see,
say it's
yeah.
only one title, and then Now here's my opinion.
17 days away from that pay-per-view.
Here's my opinion. We should put Reigns to work, and to make it make sense, and I mean, still predictable, make it better, make it more sensible, is you put Reigns in 2 matches, one for each title.
Yeah.
McIntyre wins the first one, or
Or maybe they
the last
schedule
one.
him for Survivor Series against Cross for the blue belt.
So, something like that would be
Yeah.
cool. But but if you say it's only
Like
for
Cross
one belt,
and Drew both come
kinda
out and they're
predictable.
like, "We want a fucking piece of Roman." Roman's like, "All right, I'll beat your ass for this
Exactly.
belt at Clash, and I'll smash you at Survivor Series
that's
for
what
this belt."
that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Something
And that
like
would
that.
work.
Yeah.
Something like that would work.
It
Okay.
would work. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just have one on the line for no reason.
Also, I
You know
want
what I
to
mean?
look. Triple H is doing an absolutely amazing job right
He is.
now with WWE.
Absolutely.
NXT last night, me and her watched it, and no
Good?
skipping, which is fucking weird
It was
for me.
great.
With NXT, I skip a lot. She goes back and watches it when I fall asleep.
I
Nice.
still
But like
watch
the
it.
Creed brothers called the Usos out twice.
They did.
So they're gonna
twice.
be
And then
fighting
Roderick Strong, who's turning on the Diamond Mine, which is his stable
the
right now.
only survivor of the Undisputed
He
Era.
even
Yeah,
said,
he is.
dude, he said last night, he said, I didn't have nobody to teach me the ropes when I came through NXT, talking about like how Undisputed Era never existed, which I thought was a nice, little like,
I like that.
That's what. Yeah.
I've been here by myself all day.
yeah, I did this. Oh, even though like out of the
I
4
like
people in Undisputed Era,
He's like,
he was that guy. Like they
Yeah.
added him. He only got added because Adam Cole was feuding with Pete Dunne, and Roderick Strong beat Pete Dunne. And they're like, Strong and Dunne were a tag team.
Gotcha.
Right.
And Strong turned on Dunne
To
when they
join
fought
them.
Fish and O'Reilly,
Ah,
and he joined the Undisputed Era. So he was the last guy,
He was.
that's hilarious.
and he
That
wasn't
is
supposed to be a part of the original Undisputed Era. So like, I like how he's like, yeah,
I was by myself all the
I
time.
did all blah, blah. And like when Adam Cole was like champion for like
5
Oh,
on
wow.
that fucking
Yeah,
day.
he was
Yeah.
there all the time.
Like when you think of NXT champion, it's like
That's Adam Cole. Yeah.
Bobby Roode, Finn Balor.
But Adam Cole.
Yeah, Adam Cole's
Yeah.
the guy.
I mean,
Like
he's the
Ciampa.
longest
Cross
reigning.
had
Yeah.
it. Cross had it. Too.
Yeah, but like Cross, they called up and made him
Yeah,
a
that's
fucking
true.
Yep.
Pornhub star
Yep.
and
That's true.
killed his wife off and all that shit.
That
But
happens.
it's very good.
Very
I
good.
believe that.
To
I
where,
really do
like
believe
when the
that.
WWE draft happens, like this is one of those things where like I get my wrestling friends together and like we sit at a house
It's
and
fun.
like I get like I order food from
Like
like,
the NFL
Roosters.
kinda, you kinda
Yeah,
get
like
together
it's
there.
like it's like I get food from like Roosters. The only good thing about wrestling compared to the NFL draft, the NFL draft's like 9 hours long,
Yeah.
over
God.
3 days. And the WWE draft's 5 hours long over
2 days.
5 days. Well, yeah,
Well,
I mean,
2 nights.
yeah,
I
2
guess.
nights.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to follow. But yeah, I'm sweating. The Billie Eilish every time I gotta quit bringing that up.
Well, and it's hot in the garage. I'll give you
I
that.
gotta quit bringing
It
it
is
up.
summertime.
Drafts are fun.
Like,
They're
drafts are
exciting.
fun.
Yvonne's in the car, like listens to Avril Lavigne song and it's shit.
It's called Boys Who
No,
Lie.
no.
Just like
Boys who lie.
Boys don't lie.
Boys don't lie.
B-O-I-S.
Wait, what's the song actually called?
Boys Who Lie?
Boys who lie.
Oh,
That's true.
But it's
Boys
spelled
lie.
BOIS.
Oh, I've lied to girls on fast. It happens.
I thought we were good friends. at some
Sometimes you
point,
gotta
like,
get it in, man.
I
Like,
think,
it's what it
I
is.
think we're like Olivia Newton-John and Earth. Like we're
Josh.
drifting apart.
Oh,
Like,
now we're gonna get canceled.
Don't go there.
you're the one that I want. No.
Have some respect.
Is it
for
still
her.
too soon? It's been 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's too soon for live internet.
Yeah, for people like me.
I'm sorry to
it's-
the two. Oh shit, 2 people are watching.
It's funny on the memes in the background.
Yeah, it's too
But
soon. Fans like me, enough.
You gotta know when to hold them. You gotta know when to fold them. You gotta know when to bury them. Anyway,
Well, at least you ain't
so
gotta worry about dropping out of beauty school anymore.
That's not what that song was about.
have you ever seen Grease?
I've seen all 5 versions of it.
He has not. Frenchie
I don't know what that
was
means.
part of being.
There's like 5 Greases.
Well,
There's
there's-
the live one with the hot chick from Rock of Ages.
Have you seen the John Travolta
Yeah.
version of Grease?
I got chills. Yeah, I've seen
Yeah.
it.
They're multiplying. All right, fair enough. It's good shit.
Look, all 2 people left.
Yeah, see, that's what happens when we start fucking singing. So,
Chuck and I are not
I
responsible.
guess I
for
bet we
Josh's
better end this
behavior.
before we do get canceled.
Exactly.
all right, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Thanks again to Jason Dugan from the ARW Wrestling Confined
He is the ARW Rapid Fire Champion.
every Thursday night
Rapid
on
fire.
Fight TV. It's good shit, good shit, good shit. Also follow him on Facebook and Twitter, but I guess he's more social on Facebook.
Mhm.
But I see him all the time on Facebook. And again, you can find RSH Wrestling at SJP World Media on Facebook, on Twitter, all kinds of other podcasts there. Some wrestling, some not. Be sure to follow it. Check out all of the shows. Cy, who has his own podcast on there,
Oh, dude,
dude's a
And
genius
dude,
when it comes to wrestling.
They've had like fucking 3 shows, dude.
Yeah.
Shout out to Cy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
absolutely.
puts our RSH audio out over in the UK,
He
where I
does.
refuse to defend my belt.
And it's bloody brilliant. Hopefully that's not racist, but I love the IT crowd, so bear with me.
I don't even really have a comment.
I'm
but
surprised you don't.
but he's been on the show. He's really
Yeah.
he knows his wrestling, so
Now,
check him out.
Before we end the show, this is Tony Khan and his
Uh-huh.
enormous pile of cocaine.
It is
And my con,
It could be
the con
snow.
of the week is
Yep.
the con of the week.
a shout out to the look.
Yeah.
Yvonne is very, very good at
Yep.
these collages.
Yep.
And like our dog, who's prayers for him right now, she
Yep.
made a collage and sent
Yep.
it to me last night. Like
Yep.
she's very good at collages. Very good right here. Tony Khan, the con of the week is he said somebody told him that he reminds him of Paul Heyman.
Oh,
So
God,
when he,
that's
I just want to know when he
That's pretty
woke up from the
That's
dream,
insulting to Paul Heyman.
Tony, when you woke up from the dream, were your pants wet? That's all I want to know.
What kind of wet work?
And
And Eric Bischoff says you book AEW like a 14-year-old.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'll just go with the guy who actually competed with WWE against the guy who
Yeah.
has declining ratings.
Yeah,
and,
but he's also a sellout to WWE.
and
so
it
it's-
doesn't matter. He competed with him, and Miz TV gets more views than Rampage. So
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, or not Miz TV, Miz and Mrs. gets more views
Hey,
than
that's a
Rampage.
good show.
And
Same thing.
it's creeping on Dynamite because A&E's Treasure WWE
Yeah.
show got more views than Rampage.
Yeah, it is.
Did you know they had a Treasure show?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Boom, got more views than Rampage.
Boom.
Yeah,
What Boom is.
WWE has a show where they go into a fucking
Mhm.
building. It's like Pawn Stars.
AEW does?
No, WWE does.
They do.
Oh.
yeah.
And they show like old WWE memorabilia from back in the day and how much it's worth and all this
What's
shit.
it on?
A&E.
A&E.
The same where all those biographies and shit.
Oh,
that
sure,
you've
sure,
probably
sure.
been seeing.
Yeah.
It got more views than Rampage the last 6 weeks.
I mean, that's fair.
So
does.
I mean, I can't. I was gonna be like, we'll see internet. That's different. But
Next week on Dynamite. Next week on Dynamite.
no,
I mean, it's television.
I did the Tony
His
Khan
hair
voice.
looks
in a
like
while.
he don't even.
Yvonne earlier, she says, "Does he comb his hair before he goes on TV?"
Tony Khan, you can afford a
Like
hairbrush.
when she
I know.
sent me this,
Come
she was
on.
like, "Why would he not comb his hair?" It
Because
looks like
he needs to grow up.
he looks like somebody put Chucky in the dryer.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Eric, but also to a point, you need to grow up. He's just, he's in my opinion, he's a
Yeah.
typical rich kid. You know, at this point, he doesn't understand quite what he's doing.
If I was a
He's
rich
selfish.
girl.
And my problem is, because I listen to Jericho's podcast, and all of the fucking guys are like, "Well, Tony Khan really knows what he's doing." Does he?
Does he really?
Are you just kissing his ass because you're
on the payroll.
Because you're on the payroll.
He pays you.
And like, you know, and my point is, like, if I was on the payroll, I just want to bring it up, but they
Right.
bring it up, so I don't know. It's fucking annoying.
Every picture we show, he don't even look happy. It looks like he's just complaining.
Well, he's probably stressed as fuck. But anyway,
Roman, quit being scared.
Anyway,
Control
hope you all
your
enjoyed the
ego.
show. Again, check out SJP World Media. Thanks again to Jason Dugan for hanging out. And until next time, friends, you can watch us next week, 6 p.m. That's not right. 6:30
6:30.
p.m.
It's been
Eastern
a while
Standard
since
Time.
we did this.
Yes.
That's not right.
And until next time, continue to fear regularly scheduled.